Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, we are live. I think we are live. Yes, we are live. Okay. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Sorry for the slight delay because I was stuck in stupid traffic. But now I'm here, so I had to just hop, skip, jump all the time and then finally come here. But don't worry, now I'm here with my coffee ready. So I hope you have your coffee, water, alcohol, whatever you guys drink, whatever floats your boat at this time. But today is weekend research session live with me, Shashank Udupa. This is when I come live every week once, and I do live with all of you all, right? So basically I ask any questions, we take a stock in the end and talk about that particular stock. So basically today is my time for you guys, right? Every other day I just do some videos. Namaskara Guru, Nimellarigu Namaskara for all the people. By the way, how many of y'all are from Bangalore? I have a very interesting question for you guys. How many of y'all are from Bangalore? Because I don't know if you know this, but the weather is so cold. It feels like as if I'm in Kashmir or Shimla, right? It feels like some massive hill station. And it's so cold that you don't feel like working only. You just feel like sleeping every day, and you literally need a lot of coffee to juice yourself up if you're in Bangalore, right? Because the weather is so pleasant, you just feel like relaxing and enjoying life. Again, chalo, but we have work to do. We have to do our research every week, and we will talk about some stocks. We will talk about what is happening in the market, and hope you guys had a great Diwali. Hope you guys had a good week after Diwali. Markets, by the way, have recovered a lot from when it fell. How many of you? Okay, now let me go back into psychology, because a lot of you guys were panicking a few weeks ago. Remember that few weeks ago everything went down? How many of you remember that correction that happened few weeks ago? Everything went crashing down, tumbling down, and everyone is like, oh my god, correction, oh my god, blood, market is bleeding, sab kuch niche gaya, everything's gone down. Everyone was crying about it. What is happening right now? Market is slowly going up, market is recovering, and if you actually look at Sensex, it'll look like a small blip in the entire long-term scheme of things. Yes. So every time I've told you this, that every time something goes down, if there's a correction and there's nothing wrong fundamentally, then it is an advantage for you to pick up, right? It always goes up, right? So whenever something like that goes down, it is your opportunity to buy whatever reserve money you have. You should buy at that point, and eventually it'll go up. Now, what is happening in the stock market? Let me just open and check out, okay? What's happening in the stock market today? Yeah, let's look at the last 1 week or the last 5 days of the stock market. The last 5 days was overall positive. Why? Because in the last 1 month, if you see, it had actually gone down from October 18th. October 19th was when the dip started, and it went down completely, and now it's come back up. So from its dip of 17,600, it's come back up halfway to 18,100, and the peak was 18,477. So eventually, aram se, I mean, without taking any stress or tension, eventually it will come back up. So a lot of people know, because a lot of people were stressing at that point, right? And a lot of people were messaging me saying, sir, everything's gone down. I'm at 1,500 rupee loss. Should I sell this stock? And I'm like, dude, what can I tell you guys? All you have to do is just wait, relax and chill. Okay. Don't worry about that. Next. What is happening? So the Sensex is going back up. Seems like it's going back up, which is good. Nifty also ended on a positive note. Everything ended on a positive note as well. So everything looks on a beautiful angle. So recently in the news, there was something that came up recently. How many of you all have heard about this MSCI index that recently came across? Few days ago, MSCI index, there is this index in India called MSCI index. Let me show you this news article, right? So MSCI index is basically an index which has all let's call it some of a trending kind of a stock, right? All these trending stocks are there in the MSCI index. It is considered good when some stocks are added to this index. Now IRCTC, Zomato, Tata Power, and 6 other stocks got added into MSCI index, and 2 got deleted from this MSCI India domestic index. Okay. Now let's look at this. Now, what is MSCI Inc., a leading provider of research-based index and analytics, has announced the results of November 21 semi-annual index review for MSCI equity indexes, right? Which is actually, it is called Morgan Stanley index. It's actually a Morgan Stanley index, but this is for a Morgan Stanley index of India. Okay, so for a lot of people who don't know what MSCI index is, I'll just show it to you. It's very simple, right? Where did it go? It's Morgan Stanley something, right? I just read it some time ago. I don't know where it went. Yeah, Morgan Stanley Capital International. Okay, so Morgan Stanley Capital International, few stocks got added, and because of that few stocks getting added, you will see that Zomato got added recently. right? And you see what happened to Zomato when it got added recently. Boom, 8% up. It went up to 153, right? And if you look at the last 1 week result, it's gone up by 15%. So all the people who had bought Zomato, tap karke it went up, right? But is this sustainable? Is this good? Is this bad? We will check out today. Okay, so let's look at all the stocks that have been entering the MSCI index. So there is Zomato, SRF. SRF is a good stock fundamentally. Tata Power, Mindtree. We recently did a video on Mindtree. Godrej Properties, not bad. IRCTC, good. Emphasis, good. Bharat Electronics, okay, yeah, very good because government owned most of it. Bajaj Holdings is also good. Our additions into this. Two deletions are REC and IPCA. Okay, these things are not trending right now. But basically, Zomato got added into this. Now, how many of you all, can I ask you this question? How many of you all saw Zomato's result that came out recently, right? How many of you all saw Zomato's result coming out recently? Did you guys see Zomato's result coming out recently? No, yes, yes, no. Okay, let me just show you. Let me see if it's updated here. Yeah. So Zomato's result that came out recently, okay, which came out this quarter, they made 1,166 total revenue. Okay. Their loss widened from minus 320 crores to minus 393 crores. Loss little went up. Profit before interest tax minus 431 and final net income minus 429 crores. Minus 356 crores to now minus 429 crores this quarter. Right? Minus 429 crores. So why did it go up by 8.6%? Can some rational person tell me, or someone who's logical tell me why it went up by 8.5%? Right? Even though the loss widened and they've recently raised IPO money and the loss has gone more now. Okay, I'm going to check something else now. Wait, let me go check something else. I want to check their balance sheet. I'll show you why I'm going to check their balance sheet. Okay. I'm just going to show you something. Okay. So two things are happening. Zomato is also doing an acquisition. Okay, so Zomato recently came out and said they're doing an acquisition by way of subscription of 55,000 shares of convertible note, aggregating to 16% of Samast Technologies. Okay, so they're buying this company called Samast Technologies, and they're also buying this company called Bigfoot Retail Private Limited. So two companies they are buying. Samast Bigfoot Private Limited is one company that they're buying, which is a Delhi-based company right now. And some people are saying it is a fake company and all that. Okay, that is number one. I don't know what this company does exactly, but they've just announced that they're buying this company right now. Okay, so Bigfoot Retail is something that they're buying. You can look at Zomato actually. Usually Zomato is a place where you can go check out everyone's. It's an unlisted company. It's Shiprocket. Okay, Shiprocket. Do you guys know Shiprocket? Yeah, so they're apparently investing into Shiprocket. This is number one. Then the number two is they're investing in another company called, what is that? What is the other company? Samast Technologies. Okay, let's check. This is something that's recently come out. Again, I don't know what Samast is. Let's go to Zomato if it's there. Magic Pin. Popularly known as Magic Pin. Okay, so Magic Pin is the company that they're also taking over, apparently. Okay. India's number one savings app. Savings app, Magic Pin. Why? I've not heard of this company also. Okay, either way, I have no idea why they're buying this, but okay, fine, no issues, right? They've invested in this company. Now my question is, let's look at their financials. Abhi, you're investing in companies, great, amazing stuff, right? But let's look at your financials, Mr. Zomato. Zomato Q2 FY22 results. Acha mausam hai, raining and thundering. Now, I want you guys, by the way, I want all of you all here, we're all smart investors, not to be backofied by emotions, but to be smart and logical. Can we do that? Let's all be logical today and let's not be backofied with a lot of things. Cool? Now let's look at their thing from a logical perspective and let's see where we can cut through the bullshit. Now, all this is major points. That is fine. The long-term view of our business. Brutal prioritization. Divest or shut down any business which aren't likely to drive exponential value for our shareholders in the long term. Okay. Good idea that they're going to be very critical about everything, so they can just do that. Okay, Magic Pin is popular in North India. Okay, I didn't know about that. Invest in our core food business ecosystem around it. Build the hyper local e-commerce system. These are the three things they're doing. Brand divesting or shutting down a non-core business. For example, our core food business is food delivery, dining out, and hyper pure B2B. These will remain the key growth drivers for Zomato. Everything else they will shut down is what they're saying. Okay, cool, no issues. You'll shut down everything, it's fine. They've also done some things, right? Starts and ends with two questions. Can we sell the business to someone for its whom is core and can we get some returns, disproportionate returns from what we built. Okay, so basically Fitso checks all the boxes and I'm in the process of selling Fitso to CureFit. Okay, so they're trying to sell Fitso to CureFit, number one, for $50 million. Okay, so $50 million, how much? Around 350 crores. A little more than that, 400 crores. Wow. In order to cultivate a long-term relationship with CureFit, we are also investing cash in CureFit. Okay. Very interesting. So you are selling the company to CureFit for 50 million and then you're investing cash into CureFit as well. So net 50 million cash investment plus value of Fitso business worth 50 million will give us a cumulative shareholding of 100 million in CureFit. That means, I don't know how many of you have understood this, but this basically means that they are investing 100 million into CureFit. Basically, they're giving one company off for 50 million and additionally you're investing into CureFit for 50 million. But now you guys tell me, is this good or bad? Again, from a very logical perspective. Is this good or is this bad? They're getting 6.4% in CureFit. Is this benefiting the shareholder? My question is only that. Is this benefiting me and you right now? Is this benefiting the shareholder? I don't know. Not yet. Okay. They're going to shut down their D2C experiment in nutraceuticals business instead of choosing to step back a platform play for all D2C bans by investing in Shiprocket. More on this later. We're also shutting down our operations in Lebanon, which is the only international business we're left with. And after shutting down the rest of the international operations later. Right? Interesting. The question is, why didn't you tell all this in the IPO document? In the IPO document, all this looked positive. Oh yeah, we have this. Oh yeah, we have that. We have operations in Lebanon. We have operations in different countries. Why are you not showing it? Why is the whole shift happening right now? Right? Think about it. Investing $50 million into CureFit instead of trying to reduce your margins, wouldn't that help? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Right, again, we're going to leave all this for now. All this is fine. I'm just going to go to the financials. Because when it comes to internet startups, right, I am very critical and I'm very brutal on the projections of revenue. What do I mean by projections of revenue? That yes, you can show me the world, you can show me the moon. You will be like, Shashank, I will take you to the moon and I will take you to Mars also. I'll be like, awesome. But I'm a logical guy. I'm not going to be very happy about this. I want to know, how will you become profitable? Are you on the track to become profitable? Can I see that in the next 8 months or next 12 months or next even 2 years? I'll give you 2 years. Can you become profitable in the next 2 years is my question. We will try to find that out. Okay. Because if you can't show me that and you show me the moon, if you don't have money, how will you show me the moon? And again, remember one more thing, guys. Let me tell you something which is more logical. Okay. Zomato has gone IPO. Okay. If Zomato has gone IPO, can this company raise more funds? When it was a startup, it could raise funding easily. Every time I wanted to show the moon to someone, I can raise funding. Very easy. Some big company will come in, raise funding and give equity a little bit and I have so much money in my bank account. But Abhi, the stock has done an IPO. It is a public listed company. Now, if Zomato wants to raise money, assume that it needs money. Banks are not going to give too much loan. Okay, the amount of money that they need, banks will not be able to give so much. If they have to raise money, can someone tell me in the chat, what will they do next if they really need to raise money? Just think about it. What will they do if they need to raise more money? Tell me, let me see who are the smart guys here, okay? If they have to raise money, they have to do two things. One, something known as an FPO, okay, further offering of shares, or they will create more shares and dilute the market even more. Maybe they'll do a rights issue and they'll put more shares in the market right now. Or the promoters have to pledge shares. Someone is saying, Ayush is saying pledge shares. But Ayush, for the promoters to pledge shares, he barely has shares to pledge. He has maybe 5%, 7%, 10%, less than 10%. How will you pledge, right? Now, if you have to do FPO, if you do FPO, and then again they'll say, they can't do split or bonus, guys. They have to do FPO, right? If you do FPO, which is further offering of shares, and then I'll be like, you know, guys, I'm doing an FPO. I'm going to show you ki moon ko skip karke we will go to Jupiter now. But when an FPO happens, me and you as shareholders, what will happen to our shares? Right? It'll get diluted. Our share price will go down. Right? So FPO, OFS, whatever, right? Offer for sale cannot happen. Right? Because if he does offer for sale, then it doesn't go into the company. It goes into his own pocket. Pledging shares, he has barely anything to pledge. So it is difficult. What I'm saying is, for an IPO company, it is difficult to raise after raising already. Even if you do QIP and all that, you have to still give them money back. Now, even if you do a QIP, which is intake raising from that, even if you do bonds means you have to give the money back at a percentage interest. If you are not profitable, how can you guarantee someone will give them percentage interest back? Non-convertible debenture, yes. But if you're not profitable, how can you promise anything? Right? And then what will happen? It will become like Suzlon, where they would have taken some FCCB, right? They took some foreign convertible bonds. They could not pay the loan back. And when you can't pay the loan back, all the FCCB got converted into equity. Suddenly the equity market got flooded completely. Even same thing happened with Subex. And then you have to do buyback if they become profitable. Remember, all this has happened before in the past. So I'm okay with that. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm saying whatever it is, Zomato, show me you can become profitable. Only then I'm happy. That's it. If you show me, no problem. Do whatever you want. But if I can't see it, then I am very scared. Understood? That's why I said we should be logical and we should not be emotional about things. Got it? Venture funding cannot happen right now. It's a public listed company now. So let's look at this. FPO can happen, further price offering, further shares offering, but that happens, investors lose money, right? Investors lose everything. So let's look at that. Let's leave all this. Let's directly go to our revenue math. Let's see the Indian food delivery. The Indian food delivery gross order value grew. Okay, that's fine. Tell me how much you grew. Average monthly transacting users. Okay, 6, 8.4, 9.8, 12.3, 15.5. Not bad. Average monthly active food restaurants also going up. Good. Average monthly active delivery partners. Good. But what is your ARPU? Is ARPU written somewhere? Your average order value. Because see, this average order value or gross order value is for the industry. I want to know what is your gross order value, right? Average monthly order frequency is good. Okay, fine. Average percentage of order, contribution margin, percentage of average order value, cohort B cities are doing well. Okay, but what is the average order value? Damn it. Why are you showing everything else? Where is the average order value? Okay, I'm just going to go to the financials. I'm not going to waste time on this. Let me go down. Okay. Revenue from operations in INR billion, 8.4, 10.2. Revenue went up definitely. Add customer charges, adjusted revenue is this much. Loss for the period is this much. Add, okay. Can you show me proper expense? Can you please show me your profit and loss statement, man? I don't need all this. Show me your profit and loss, okay? Consolidated statement, unaudited, consolidated quarter. Okay, chalo. Let's see, guys. Chalo, let's do our research finally. INR million means you have to remove 1 0 at the end, okay? INR million means you have to remove 1 0 at the end. Let's check. Revenue from operations, September, definitely good, 1000 crores. Revenue has definitely grown, consistently growing quarter on quarter. Other income has gone up to 136, which is also good. Now, purchase of stock in trade is fine. Employee benefit expense is obviously high at 424 crores. Finance cost, no, there's no debt, so it's completely alright. Depreciation is also not there. Other expenses have gone up from 755 crores to 1025 crores. So other expenses have gone up by around 250 crores, basically around 275 crores. It has gone up for a revenue jump of around 2000 crores. For 2000 crores, it has gone up by, okay, fine. Let's see this. Either way, you're at a loss of 440. Now I want to go deep dive into what is the exact breakup. Let's look at their balance sheet and check how strong their balance sheet is. Okay, all this is fine. Financial assets, investments is there, 1000 crores is still there. Equity, share capital, other equity, they have enough money. They have a lot of money left in their bank account, so that is also good. So they have good runway, but they're burning 400 crores every quarter, and this is basically how much, right? They have 15,000 crores according to this. So in a few years, they'll run out of money if they don't become profitable. This is what it basically says, right? Next, what is happening? All this is fine. Borrowings are barely there. Everything is okay. What is this? 436 crores share-based payment expense. Okay. Anything else that is big? Interest income. Okay. Anything else that is big? 436 crores has gone out of the company. This is fine. This is liquid fund. That's also okay. Proceeds from IPO. Yes, this is the money that they've got. Okay. This is also fine. This is the revenue split. Okay, India is obviously doing the most, UAE and rest of the world. Obviously, the UAE and India is more than enough. Rest of the world is barely giving anything right now, right? The problem is, I want to see. Oh, this is standalone. Standalone, I'm not that interested. The problem is, okay, so they have money in the bank, but I don't see any signs of profitability. That is my only concern, right? Average monthly transaction users are going up. Your revenue is going up, but your loss is widening. If your revenue goes up and your margins are fine, your loss should not, this one, right? Who's spamming? If someone's spamming, I'm going to time them out. Okay, Sumit is spamming. Time out, Sumit. It annoys the other people. So I don't know how many of you are looking at this, but basically the margins that I'm seeing right now is not looking very attractive. And even after doing increased revenue, if your margins are going even lower, you made more money and you're losing more money, right? The reason why I wanted to look at the financials, there's no breakup of financials, that other expenses that are there, no? I wanted to go inside and check other expenses, because other expenses has a lot of marketing expenses. So I wanted to see what is the marketing expenses, right? So I wanted to see what is that. And I'm not getting a very clear picture on the GOV. Maybe I'll do some research after this video. Look at this. Why did our losses go up? This was due to investments in the growth of our food business. 3 reasons: increased spending on branding and marketing for customer acquisition. See, number one big problem. This is why I wanted to check the marketing expense. They made more revenue. Okay. They made more revenue. Okay. But they increased the branding and marketing for customer acquisition. So when you get more people, you'll make more revenue, but again, you'll lose money a lot. So this is not a very sustainable type of a business, right? That is a problem. That is the biggest problem. Increased investments in small geographies, okay, and increased delivery cost due to unpredictable weather. So now, again, my point here being, the revenue looks bad, okay, of this company Zomato, but it went up by 9%. Why? Because it got included in the MSCI index. Now, because of this, so many people have actually gone and bought Zomato on this particular day, right? Without the future probability, like without understanding, will this become profitable in future? Now, if you look at Nykaa on the other hand, right? Now, if you look at Nykaa on the other hand, Nykaa is a profitable company. Nykaa is good. So Nykaa is at least, you know that it's making profit already. So it's the long-term growth is definitely there for Nykaa. Whereas Zomato on MSCI index looks really uninteresting. So this is what I wanted to tell you guys. So please be aware, whenever you hear such news, don't get overexcited and don't get too excited that, okay, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that. You will be in a big issue. Okay. By the way, next question a lot of people want to understand is this company called Laurus Labs. How many of you all have this question on Laurus Labs? Wait. How many of you all have this question on Laurus Labs? Why is Laurus Labs going down, Shashank? What is happening? Promoters have pledged more shares. Promoters are selling more shares. There is an issue happening with, what do you call that? A lot of other problems are happening. All I'm saying is there's nothing fundamentally wrong with Laurus Labs. Yes, it has definitely gone down. In the last 1 month, it has definitely gone down almost 30% down, right? Which is a massive decline. In the last 1 month, it has gone down by 30%. But don't worry about why it's going down. Fundamentally, it is still strong. It is still bullish. So I don't think you should have a big tension on why it is going down so much. This is we've gone through this already. The investor presentation. Just fundamentally, it's strong. I have spoken to a lot of people in the industry with respect to Laurus Labs. They are doing a very heavy capex. Even Ish Mohit has been tweeting a lot about Laurus Labs, saying, Abhi, wait for FY22, and in FY22 you will see it going back up and you will again see quarter on quarter growth. So eventually, over a long period of time, if you look at a big time frame, it will give you a better result. Number one, right? But if you keep thinking about what about now, I just invested now, suddenly I wanted to go up by 100% and I want to show off to my friends, then you have a big issue, right? So Laurus Labs, again, I would ask all the people that if you are if you're scared, get out. No, this is not for you, right? Do index investing. But if you're invested for the long term, you need to understand what the business does, why is it good fundamentally, and keep it there for a very long period of time. Okay, so relax, don't stress so much on life with respect to this. If you're really scared, book profits and walk away. Don't look at this, just invest in the big stocks. But if you don't have patience, you have to keep patience and you have to keep invested for a long period of time. You will do well. Okay, so don't worry. I'm actually, to guys give you a better understanding, I am actually going very heavy on Laurus Labs this month. Like this November month that I'm investing, I'm putting almost 4 to 5 lakhs only in Laurus Labs. I'm just investing all that money right now in Laurus Labs because I know it can't go lower than this. Isse niche nahi ja sakta, right? It's almost down to its split value and it's not going to go down below that. So I'm just going heavy on Laurus Labs and I'll meet you guys after 2 years. After 2 years, I'll meet you guys. Maybe after 2 years, it's at 450. No loss, no profit, but no loss. Or maybe after 2 years, it might hit 1000 and I'll see you guys after 2 years, right? So usually that's what's going to happen. Cool. Okay, chalo, let's do something. Let's do our, what do you call that? Let's do our stock research. Okay, so what we do is, guys, I take one community stock. I ask you guys which stock you want me to do review on. I will put it here in the chat. You guys can tell me what stocks. I'll put 4 stocks. You guys choose. And after you choose, I will do research on one stock. Okay. Chalo, tell me whatever stock you want. I'll start putting it in the poll and we will do community review today. Let's go. Again, don't stress too much, guys. I know the market is going down and all that. Relax, karo. Nothing. If you're very scared about the market, then just start investing in index funds. Don't worry too much about that. Okay. So tell me which stock you want me to do research on. We will do research on that. And if I've already done it before, then there's no use. Tell me something that I have not done. Okay. I'm going to give you guys the option to choose. So don't tell me anything saying, Shashank, why you didn't choose my stock? It's not up to me. It's up to you guys. Okay. GMM Florida, we have already done, right? Amrutanjan also is already done. Okay, let me do this. How many of you all saw Hindalco's result recently? The metal rally result. It was insane. Insane result today. Amar Raja, okay. Nazara is okay, man. I mean, it has time. It needs time. Nazara. Hindustan Foods, I've done a full video on it. It's called Multi-Bagger Stock on my... Just go to my videos and check it. I've done a full video on Hindustan Foods. Saregama, I have done it, but okay. I'll put it here if anyone wants. Any other stock? Oh shit. 1 second. Okay, I'm just waiting for 2 more stocks. One interesting bank is also there. There's a rumor, not rumor, but let's check. I'm just going to put it here if you guys want. Damn, chat is going berserk. Okay, I think I found my 4 stocks. I'm going to put it here. Oh, actually, I'm missing 1 stock. Last stock, one last hours. Okay, guys, check what you want. Check what you want. Have your coffee till then. Astral is good. By the way, don't worry about Astral. Astral is good. Guys, I put the stocks here. Please vote for the stocks. Please click on the like button also while you're doing it. It's 2 clicks. Philip Carbon Black. It's good. A little cyclical depending on the raw material that they have. So check about that. Check about the Felix. Do this Bangalore weather. No, you don't feel like doing anything. It's so cold, so peaceful. It's just like, you know, you can do meditation literally with Bangalore weather. It feels like that. Okay. Lot of entries coming in. Okay, lot of votes for Amar Raja. 40% for Amar Raja, okay. Lot of people who don't know it's Amar Raja Batteries. We will do Amar Raja Batteries, okay. I'm just waiting for it. Click on the like button, guys, if you're free. Till then, and we will finish it today. We will do it today. Also, guys, I think we're only 35,000 subscribers from 1 lakh. Remember a few months ago, I said my next target is 1 lakh and I'm just going to focus a lot on this and I'm just going to like go all in for this, and it's actually happening. From 10,000, 15,000 subscribers, we're at 63,000 subscribers in a span of 2 months, which is unbelievable growth, 2 to 3 months, right? Don't worry, we're just getting started. Okay, I think most of you guys, 402 votes. I'm assuming no one else is voting. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll. We're going to do Amar Raja Battery today. Stop spamming. Vote is done. We are going to do Amar Raja Battery. Relax, take care, have fun. Don't worry, okay? Amar Raja Battery. Now, let me tell you guys one thing. Let me check the max chart. Now look at Amar Raja batteries on a long-term perspective, okay? Now if you look at Amar Raja battery from a long-term perspective, in this period, 2000 to 2004, it gave you minus 74% return. That it gave you 9x return from 2004 to 2008. Even after 2008 crash, if you had invested there, it would have given 6x returns from 2008 to 2013. 5-year timelines, right? 13 to 17, it gave you 179. But then from 17 to 21, it's not moved at all. It's given you 18% return. It has not moved at all from the last 5 years. So is that a concern? Even if you look at the COVID time, this is entire COVID time, right? COVID time, so every stock went up. But even in COVID time, it is down by 14%. So what is happening to this stock? Okay guys, you can stop spamming. We are not going to do anything else. We're only going to talk about Amar Raja battery today. So relax, okay? So someone just asked a quick question. If I want to buy and forget kind of an investor, can I be satisfied with coffee can portfolio or consistent compounders portfolio you created or not? Not bother watching the market news. See, that is the logic of consistent compounding coffee can portfolio. What they're saying is you pick 10 stocks that you feel are good or 20 stocks that you feel are good for coffee can and leave it for 10 years. Usme se there will be maybe 1 or 2 stocks that become zero also, doesn't matter. But there will be at least 2 or 3 stocks that will go up 200, 300, 400%. So yes, that is in theory, that is what it is, right? Coffee can is you invest and forget about it and leave it. That is what the theory suggests. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. But just assume those 10 stocks are good. Okay, Amar Rajan is a small cap space of 11,900 crores in the small cap. It's in the battery segment. Guys, it's in the battery segment for all the people who didn't know. P ratio 18.40, very low. Compared to sector, P is 66.57. Can someone tell me, P ratio is 18.4, sector P is 66.57. That means, is it undervalued? Should you go buy it? Yes or no? Can someone tell me? Is this undervalued? That means I can go buy this. Shashank, 18p is undervalued. You should definitely buy this stock right now. Can someone tell me, is that a correct statement or a wrong statement? Right? I'm just trying to make your brains work. Is it correct to say I'm just going to buy this because it is undervalued right now? Yes, some people are saying yes. Most of them are saying undervalued, you can buy. Okay. First of all, I've told you guys this 100 times. P value alone does not justify whether you buy a stock or sell a stock. If you are just buying on looking at the P ratio and you're saying Shashank 18, 66, you take out calculator. This should go 3 times. Amar Raja will go from 700 to 2100. My 10,000 will become 30,000. I'm going to be rich overnight. You will more likely lose money, right? I've told you 100 times that P ratio alone does not determine that it is undervalued and you can buy it, right? Have you ever thought, why is this trading at 18 rupees? First of all, do you guys know what P ratio is? First of all, P ratio is basically how much the market is paying a premium to buy Amar Raja batteries over its earnings. So basically, if Amar Raja is making an earnings of 1 rupee, then market is paying 18 times more. So market is buying it at 18 rupees, right? And the sector P, there are other companies where people are buying 66 times of their earnings. And this is basically buying 18 times of their earnings. Now, if 18 times of their earnings they're buying and you're saying, Shashank, it's undervalued, definitely it's a buy. Maybe there's a reason why he's trading and you would have bought it. You would have been like, Shashank, you don't know anything, I'm going to buy, okay? And you would have bought it in 2017. 2017 se abhi tak you'll just be sitting and then you'll come and comment here saying, Shashank, why is Amar Raja battery not going up in 5 years? The reason why it's not gone up in the last 5 years, it's given minus 20% return in 5 years is because there is something wrong with the stock, not because it is a P ratio. So all of you guys, please understand, P ratio does not mean undervalued stock I can go buy. First of all, right? Now, look at this. 18.40, 66.3. Okay, we will look at it. There must be a reason why it is so less. Okay. Now, that is why I'm trying to teach you guys about undervaluation. Today's main theme is undervaluation. Let's look at the financials. What's happening with the financials? 6,100, 6,800, COVID time 6,800, FY21 7,200. You're like, Shashank, this is good. Total revenue is going up. Very good. EBITDA is also going up. Very good. right? Profit before tax, net income also going up. Net income actually went down. How can the profit go from 6,894 crores to 7,200 crores? Revenue went up by 300 crores, but the profit went down by 20 crores, 15 crores. How is that possible? Some issue has happened. What has happened? Something extra has happened here. Tax is the same amount, no issues here. Depreciation is the same-ish amount. EBITDA is higher, so depreciation mein 19 crores extra has happened this time, which is okay, which is fine. Something has gone wrong here, right? Raw materials has gone up in proportion. This has gone down. This has gone slightly up. Okay. This has gone down. This has in fact gone down. So that means depreciation has kicked in, which has reduced the net income to go down. But look at another factor, right? The EPS went up 11 rupees and now again 11 rupees. Because why? The EPS did not grow at all, because it's still the same, right? So you'll be like, Shashank, but this looks like it's a growing company. Revenue is growing constantly. But why is the stock not moving up? Number one. And why are people not giving this an excess in premium, right? Two things to understand. If they're doing well, why is it not going up, and why are people not paying a premium? Two things to understand. Okay, now let's see what these two things are. Let's look at the balance sheet once quickly. Total liquidity is also going up. Reserves and surplus is also beautiful. 4,000 crores reserves and surplus, guys, very good, right? A lot of money in their bank account. And if you look at their total number of outstanding shares, okay, total outstanding shares not changed at all. Shares, number of shares remains the same, which is good for us. Let's look at their liabilities. What are the liabilities? Do they have long-term debt? Very less, negligible debt. Be like, Shashank, everything's fine. Why is it not going up? Investigating, non-emotional investigating. Free cash flow, beautiful. 305, 475 free cash flow. Then why is it not getting a premium? Okay, first let's look at the peers who are operating in this. Exide Batteries or Exide Industries. Very famous company. 15,000 crore market cap. This is little slightly lower than that. Everready Industries, HBL Power Systems. I don't know what HBL. I don't think HBL comes in this space. But look at Everready Systems or Everready Batteries, right? Everready Batteries has grown the most in this last 1 year. 100% Everready Batteries has gone. Exide has gone up 7.45. Amar Raja has gone down 15% in COVID time. Do you guys know why this is? Can someone in the chat tell me why it is? No spamming, guys. Come on. No spamming, Darsh. If you spam, we'll have to kick. Yes, someone is actually saying the right thing. It's not doing well because there are multiple fundamental issues that are happening. Okay, if you want to see the multiple fundamental issues that are happening, couple of things. Sorry. So Amar Raja at one point came and said they're going to be very bullish on the electric vehicle space, and they're going to do heavy investing into electric vehicle spread. Okay, so they're going to invest heavily into electric vehicles. So everyone is like, awesome, great, this is beautiful. But the net profit went down to 144 crores. Okay, we forgot to see quarterly result. Let's look at quarterly to quarterly. Okay, look at quarterly result. This June to last June, very good increase in revenue. But damn, look at this. Look at the net income. 200, 193, 189, 124. Okay, a lot of people will be like, dude, what the hell? Where did the problem happen, right? EBITDA is the problem. 2,100 crores, 348 EBITDA. That means they had 348 crores left. But now they suddenly have 266 crores. What is the issue? Okay, the issue looks like a raw material issue, right? Operating and other expenses. So what nonsense? Show me EBITDA, dude. Okay, this is not showing EBITDA. I'll have to go inside the report. Cool, we'll go inside the report and check out. But this is how you do investigative, like how they have investigative journalism. We do this. Number one is that problem, right? Now look at this. There's a nice article given here 8 hours ago. Okay. Now, second problem. I'm going to show you how issues happen when it's a fundamental problem. Okay, these are all fundamental impacts that happen in this industry. Now, first thing, Amar Raja Q2 net falls 144 crores on higher raw material cost and higher operating expenses. Even though they reported 16.8 higher total revenues for September quarter on consolidated basis, but their raw materials basically went up. The company has to approve a dividend of 4 rupees per share also, so they're even giving dividends. Now it is obviously considered slightly a bad sign if a company is not making revenue and it's giving dividends. Now you'll be like, no Shashank, but you know what? Investor shareholding relations are better, so they're giving 4 rupees dividend, so we're all happy. But if the share price goes down by 20% and the last 5 years is not moved by 20%, then investors are anyway not going to be happy, right? So please be aware of that. So whenever you're looking at it, please look at it from that perspective. Okay. Next, so basically the raw materials went up, and raw materials is going up for everyone. Can someone tell me why raw materials are going up? battery raw materials going up. Okay. Pharmaceutical sector raw materials are going up. You'll be like, Shashank, this is also going up. Everything is going up. Why is all the raw materials going up? Do you guys know? So first of all, there is this inflation that's kicking in. Number one, right? Now, once inflation kicks in, your fuel cost has gone up. Number two, so all your transportation cost, logistics cost has increased, your freight cost has increased, your shipping cost has increased. China issue is happening. Every raw material cost is going up. Now, chemicals are important everywhere. Right, chemicals are important in the pharmaceutical sector because it's basic science. Chemical is important in pharmaceutical sector. Chemical is important in the battery element segment. Chemical is important wherever chemical is required. That is why IT sector. Why I like IT sector. It is away from all this. Do you understand why I say IT I like so much? Because IT does not care about anything. IT is like chemical upar ja raha hai. I don't care. Oh, that China issue happened. I don't care. Why? Because I am selling it to US and I'm selling it to Europe. You know when IT has an issue? When the dollar price goes up and down, when America goes into recession, that is when the IT industry takes an issue. But all these important costs, the raw material input cost, Asian Paints, Asian Paints result went down. Why? Because raw material went up. Why? Because Asian Paint also requires a lot of chemicals. So all the pharmaceutical companies went down. So this is called connecting the dots. One ingredient goes up a lot. That ingredient will affect your raw material prices of a company, and then you'll see it in the next quarterly result. So does it make sense, Shashank? Does it make sense then to keep a track of raw materials? Okay. So if I'm invested in a company like Asian Paints, I will go find out Asian Paints ka raw material. What is the raw material? Okay. Just think about this for 1 second. If I'm invested in Asian Paints, what is the key raw material used in paints? Okay. There will be some XYZ material. Now I'm going to sit and track XYZ materials cost every month. So September, October, November, December, January, I am calculating the cost of this product. Okay, whatever this product is, commodity, I'm tracking the price. Now I suddenly know this commodity price has gone up by 20%. Instantly, before the next result comes out, I know for a fact the result is going to be bad. Why? Because 20% raw material increase will happen at that point. And the margins are bound to go down. Same way opposite. If the commodity that I'm tracking, the price goes down, right? Then I know that the next quarter profits will be inflated. If the next profits are inflated, then I am happy. Then I can predict right now whether to exit or increase my holdings before the next result even comes. You get what I'm saying? For example, if you look at say Deepak Nitrite. See, as soon as we saw Asian Paints raw material going up, we should have got a big warning. Why? Because they said raw material prices have gone up. We knew Deepak Nitrite will also have raw material prices. You should have checked the phenolics price bulk rate that is going on in the commodity market. If it's going up or down. If it goes up, they'll make really well, right? If it goes down, they lose money. So this is why it is important. Coming back to Amar Raja. See, small brain hacks or small stock market hacks I'm giving you so that you can start thinking from a different angle. Now, Amar Raja, obviously raw material went up. They couldn't do anything, but margins went down, result went down. The stock price will go down. Great. Another problem that's happening is lot of Amar Raja's plants, okay, manufacturing plants are basically being shut down. Now, is this a fundamental issue? Yes. What happens when plants go down? What happens when plants get shut down? Production reduces, right? If production reduces, they will not be able to make enough revenue. If production reduces, they can't do a lot of R&D, they can't get into new things. Basically, your general workflow is disrupted. When your general workflow is disrupted, it again gets an issue. Now, basically, Andhra High Court extends interim suspension of orders on closure of Amar Raja's several battery plants. Okay, why? Because of the State Pollution Control Board basically issued the closure of the company's manufacturing plants at Karakambadi and something Palli in Chittoor district. So 2 plants have gone down because of this, right? So if you look at Amar Raja right now, for people trying to understand why is it not moving, is because fundamentally an issue is happening with the stock. Okay, fundamentally their pollution board is screwing up their thing. And in fact, they even came at one point and they said, I'm going to do a lot of investment into energy space, renewable energy. See, 2 weeks ago, they said they're investing in a different company. So they're trying their best. Okay, they even entered the Forbes 500 best employees list. They're trying their best, but currently there is a slight small issue happening. Okay, why? Because it is not in their control. There is something happening with the Andhra Pradesh government. But look at the opposite side, guys. If the Andhra Pradesh government comes and says, open your 2 plants, what will happen to the stock price? Right? If they come and say, open 2 plants, Amar Raja, go ahead. What will happen to the stock price? Shoot, it will start going up. Yeah. So that is why it is very important to keep a track of what is happening fundamentally in each stock. Now, if it goes up, great, but they are doing a lot of investment into the electric vehicle space. See this, from Foxconn to Jinjala, everyone is cashing in on the mad electric vehicle rush. Everyone wants to invest in electric vehicle, and in electric vehicle, the battery segment is one of the biggest segment, right? Lithium ion battery is very important when it comes to this. This is an article on October 22nd where everyone is moving into electric vehicle space. Like Rakesh Jinjala betting on Tata Motors right now. Tesla obviously is constantly going up in the States. So everyone's focusing on this, right? And most of the sales is currently coming from Uttar Pradesh, regional registered EV sales. Uttar Pradesh is doing really well. So UP is already moving into that. Ola Electric is coming. Ather Energy is there. A lot of companies are there. But who will win the battery race? Now think about this. If you're betting on Amar Raja to win the battery race and Amar Raja's plant is getting shut down, why will I start investing in Amar Raja then? Wouldn't I go to Exide, or wouldn't I go to someone else who's betting on electric vehicle battery? Wouldn't I just buy Tata Chemical or something? Because I know for a fact Tata will adhere to good standards. This is why good corporate governance is required. You remember this one video was there called ESG, which is talking about environmental, social and governance. ESG stocks, environmental stocks, if it is good, it won't have problems like this. So if you look at say Tata is good from that perspective, safer. So might as well go buy Tata Chemicals. Now let me look at something else, right? Assuming these are the peers, I want to check Tata Chems for now. Okay, 1 year, good enough, decent returns. Okay, let me check if there are any other, let me check here one sec. Amar Raja, I'm just trying to check all the other battery players in the space. Do they show peer comparison? Usually it was there below. Yeah, Amar Raja, Exide, Evergy, HGL, Indo National. So only Exide looks quite interesting compared to everyone else with the highest market cap. And Exide, if you track Exide in the last 1 year, Exide has given you 7%, not great. Last 5 years has given you 5%, not great. So it just says that the battery trend or the battery players trend in India is not doing well. And stock market, the stock price will not lie to you. You might say, no, this is good, that is good, it has been great. Both Exide and Amar Raja have not done well in the last 5 years. Everready has not done well, right? But both of them have not done well. So my suggestion would be, guys, try to stay away from this. My suggestion would be take one step back. Take one step back. Okay. Another thing to put in your watch list. How many of you all have heard of RBL Bank? How many of you all have heard of RBL Bank? Put in your watch list and keep something to track. Okay, I'll tell you why. So, one second. So there is a rumor in the market. I don't know how much is true. Maybe it's already done. I'm not sure. But apparently Rakesh Junjunwala is investing a lot into RBL. I don't know how much is true or not. But again, rumors are just rumors. But keep RBL Bank in your portfolio. Keep Federal Bank in your portfolio. Federal Bank is already invested. The reason why I'm saying is a lot of these new... by the way, do you guys know that in the future now, you're seeing a lot of these neo banks coming up? Have you seen this neo banks? Razorpay has tied up with RBL Bank. So I have for my company, I have for Avalon, we have a Razorpay account which has a digital RBL Bank. There is no physical bank. It's a digital RBL. I just have a digital dashboard and it's through RBL Bank. Federal Bank has tied up with a lot of neo banks as well. So look at all these neo banking companies that might do really well in the future. So just keep all of this in your portfolio. Reliance is also coming into the battery segment. Yes, they are definitely coming. So I'm just going to show you some stocks that are slightly undervalued right now. Not from a PE ratio perspective, please, but what I feel is a multi-bagger and it's getting available at a cheap rate. So PSU banks, yes, RBL looks interesting. Federal Bank looks interesting. Okay. This also looks interesting right now. Federal Bank, 21,000 crore market cap, lot of potential to grow, and they're also working in the neobank space. It just tells me that if you're working in the neobank space, it just tells me that you're looking from a forward angle. It's very difficult in a bank to actually move your trajectory and start working with digital products. Yeah, so this looks interesting. Laurus is definitely there in my undervalued list for sure. Deepak has actually come back up. Sonacom slightly overvalued right now. IRCTC is also fine. Mastech also got included, I think, in the MSCI index, if I'm not wrong. How many of you all saw that? I think Mastech got included in the MSCI index. Let me check this once. Yeah, I think Mastech got included in the MSCI index as well. So a lot of stocks got included in the MSCI index. So it's always good to keep a track of what stocks have been included, what stocks have been removed as well. Federal Bank is good. Let me just go to my watch list. Super 25, no. Shashank Growth, Diwali. Oh, by the way, I can show you what I bought. Remember the Diwali Muhurat trading, we bought something. Let me see if it's still there. Where's my basket? Ah, yeah, it's here. Remember we bought on Muhurat trading, right? We bought stocks, not small case. I'm just going to show you stocks that we bought on Muhurat trading. These were the 8 stocks we bought on Muhurat trading. I don't know how to check the full PNL, but overall the PNL looks profitable. Again, that's not profitable because Happiest Minds is slightly skewed. I've been buying Happiest Minds from a very long period of time, so it shows 73% gains. But I just bought one quantity, so the average is looking like that. But either way, if you look at it, only Sumitomo Chemicals has gone down by 2.81% since that time, but the rest have gone up by 3%. Sona has gone up, ITC has gone up by 3%. ITC boss is very, very, very undervalued right now. I can't stress how good this is going to be in the future. And this is not right now, right? This is going to be for a long period of time. So if you want to invest in this for your retirement, this is good. LIC IPO that will come out, pick up some. Nykaa is looking good, but I always wait when I don't invest in IPOs anymore. I have given up on IPOs. I just don't invest in IPOs anymore. I'm just going to wait until it stabilizes. Why? Because of this 1800 P ratio. I mean, come on, right? I'm just going to wait for them to calm the hell down and relax a little bit and then come back on top, right? So these are some things that I'm just going to consciously stay away from. Rest, most of them are looking good. Astral has done really well. Hello, Astral, really well. Astral Pipes. Astral has done really well. I think they also came out with their financials. If you want to check their financials quarterly, look at the September quarter results, okay? 1160 compared to last September 775. This is as equal to their March result, and good EBITDA, slightly improvement on slightly low EBITDA. I'm assuming it's raw materials again, but if you look at their net income, it's already given 141 crores and the massive EPS jump of 7 rupees right now. So Astral has done well. Polycab, yes, Polycab. So let me check Polycab's financials. Remember Polycab? Hello, wait, I want to ask you. Okay. Remember Polycab was one of the stocks that I told you guys to invest in when the stock market corrected. Remember that I made a video called Nifty Correction, Stocks to Buy at Discount. How many of you will remember that? How many of you actually saw that video? Stock to Buy at Discount. Polycab was one of that stocks that on October 19th, 18th, 19th conveniently fell. How many of you were there on that day when I came online and said, these are the picks to buy? How many of you were there? Right? If I just do a comparison video of Polycab then and Polycab now, or all the stocks that fell that time and all the stocks now, after barely 1 month, October 19 it fell and now it's back up, right? So when it fell in October 19, it fell down till 2100, and if you had bought it at that point, you would have been on a gain of 16%. What goes down too fast must come up. Now don't tell me if you didn't take an advantage, then it is a big issue, but this fall was an amazing way of making money. Can someone quickly in the chat tell me what are the stocks I discussed, or else I'll have to go manually and check. But 3 weeks ago I did that video, right? Literally I remember 3 weeks ago, I actually have it here. October 23rd is when I came and did that video, right? I can actually share it with you guys here, right? See this. 3 weeks ago I did that video called Best Stocks to Buy, Nifty Correction, 50% discount bolke. I did a stock, right? Let's look at all the stocks. I spoke about Avenue Supermarkets number 1, if I'm not wrong. Yes. I'm just going to show you the power of fundamental investing. Okay. Avenue Supermarket, basically DMart I came and showed you. And these were all fundamentally strong stocks. DMart was at 4,100 when I showed you that thing, right? Let me show you 1 month chart. It was at 4,100. October 23rd I came. This was October 23rd, 22nd. It was around 4,300 here. Okay. This time pay you bought, you would have made 15% gain. So basically whoever would have bought at that point would have made a good amount of gain, right? If you had invested at that point, you would have definitely made a good gain at that point. If you look at DMart was one stock that I told you about. IRCTC was the second stock which I told you at 4,600. Pi Industries was at 3,000. Again, you can check that and refer to this. But whenever a correction happens, see, Pi Industries not even gone back up. It was at 3,000 when the crash happened, right? October 18 crash happened at 3,000. It's not gone back up. That means it's still in a good buying zone. See, October 19th ke baad, it actually fell even more. It's still in a good buying zone and it's actually stabilized over here for a very long period of time. So I would still consider this buy. Why? Because I'll just do max chart and you'll understand why. This is why. This is a blip. This blip, take advantage, because once it crosses 3,400, it's going to hit 5,000, 6,000 again. So this is in a good buying zone right now. Okay. Who else did I talk about? HLE, Glasscoat, MCX, Jubilant. Jubilant Foodworks is beautiful, man. I'll show you Jubilant Foodworks. Okay. Boss, this is very nice. I like Jubilant. 1 month chart. Just 1 month difference. Okay. October 9th, 23rd I came. 22nd. 3,700 up 8%. Not bad. So if it fell down, you bought it, you would have made 8% there. Okay. Then someone said HLE Glasscoat. I'm assuming whatever you're saying is right because I'm not checking it. 1 month chart. This was the drop, I'm assuming. Buy at the drop. This looks like a teeth. Okay. 6% gain. Fell down right now. I'm assuming something bad happened recently. But if not, it was around 10%, but it's 6% right now. Okay. I don't think I recommended ADF Foods. Not at all. Clean Science, maybe I would have, but ADF Foods, definitely. Avanti Foods ka trend ho gaya. It's over. Avanti Foods trend is over. In fact, Avanti Foods, what you should look at next trend is this one. This I've been telling from a very long period of time. Tips and Saregama. Remember, I spoke about both. I have invested in both companies, Tips and Saregama. I'm just going to hold because one of them is going to win. So whoever wins, I win, right? So just I'm investing heavily on this. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys. Remember, I came live on that Diwali day to do live trading on Diwali day. And remember, one guy won Nestle. A lot of you guys shouted at him saying that he just picked it up from Akshat Srivastava. By the way, he actually has a kid. He even sent me a photo. We interacted, we chatted. Vaibhav VK, his name was. So, and also he did something so beautiful. He said that out of that 19,000, 6,000 you please give it to charity from your weekend research session. Only remaining 30,000 you send it to me. So 6,000 Viber VK has actually donated to charity. So I'm really happy for that. So Viber VK, I don't know if you're here and watching this, but amazing job on that. So congrats for that, because this is the new trend that we're bringing on, right? That we're learning, we're educating, but give some portion of money that you make to underprivileged children to sponsor their education. So when you do such things, it just feels nice, right? You do your bit, some small thing we're doing, right? Or else everyone's just doing videos and going and everyone's trying to make money in this rat race. We'll make money. It's not like no one's making money. Everyone wants to make money, but always give some small amount to improve someone's life, because education can actually take an entire family from complete chaos or complete poverty to actually becoming rich, right? I've seen that with my family, my grandfather, my dad and me. Obviously they've all gone from one different income group to another. We were not born Sadiyo ka rich from some Raja ka time. Everyone's done it through education, right? If my dad didn't get educated, I wouldn't have this liberty of sitting here and teaching you guys. So education obviously is very important and we should try doing as much education as possible. Okay, guys, that's it. By the way, I don't know how many of you will forget this always, but it's been 1 hour, right? So I don't know, whenever we sit like this together, when I'm chatting with you, interacting with you, we spend 1 hour and I lose track of time, you lose track of time, but we learn a lot, right? Now, what all did we learn today? We learned that don't get too excited through MSCI index because they just put Zomato. Zomato is not making revenue. Why is it going up by 8%? I don't know. I'm going to step back. So we're going to be very logical investors. We're not going to be emotional investors. We also learned a little bit about commodities and how commodity pricing goes up, your margins will automatically look bad in the next quarter. So please keep a track of that. We saw what's happening with Laurus. My take is just calm down, relax. Maybe it's a scam, maybe it's not a scam. I don't know. I'm personally being invested in that. You can get out if you want to and don't worry about it, right? It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, right? So please don't take any decision based on me. You have to, I'm only here to teach you guys. If I have to come and tell you and you don't learn anything, then no problem. I'm trying to give you knowledge so that you learn. Okay, thank you Vidya for a good cause, really appreciate it. Is that dollars? Is that $20? First time I'm seeing dollars. I don't know, it's fun. Again, December is when I'll be donating it. I think we've already reached education of one child, approximately 50,000 rupees. So I'm glad that's basically private education. So I just hope that they actually do the same. But my job is to help them. Eventually, I'm just going to open my own NGO and teach kids by myself because I don't trust anyone else, right? Maybe they're doing a good job, but I don't know how much is going into what. I'll just do it one day. I will create my own education trust, and I will just start educating people from scratch. Even if I can do 100 kids in a year or 10 kids in a year, 10 kids also will be like a massive achievement, right? Awesome. Chalo. This is me, guys. Shashank Udupa signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed the session today. Relax. It's the weekend. Have fun. Take care. Don't worry. Don't stress too much. The whole idea of doing all this, guys, is to get some kind of knowledge and not to be emotional, but to be logical investors. So please don't be emotional, guys. And I'm going to again meet you guys on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm going to be here only. So I'm not going anywhere. Awesome. Chalo. Have fun. Take care. Don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe if you're here for the first time. Okay. Thank you, guys. This is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye bye.